The snow is here, and as you can tell by my wind chimes, the wind is kicking up. So you have shoveled and you've got the snow blower out, and the kids are home from school, and the novelty of that has worn off. And you're tired of shoveling, you're tired of looking at it. Let's do something else with the snow. Let's make a treat. Let's make something fun, something sweet, something that will occupy your kids. I'm talking about snow ice cream. I'll show you how. Let's get started. Come on in. So before we actually bring the snow into the house, it's a good idea to get the ingredients together beforehand because you know it's not going to hang out long. So I'm going to show you two different ways to make a vanilla ice cream. One way, you're going to obviously, and either way, you're going to need a bowl. You can do 5 to 6 cups. It depends on how much ice cream you'd like. If you have any of this left over, possibly from your holiday baking, you'll need this, and you'll need some vanilla flavoring. That's one way to make. The other way you can do it is we are going to use half and half, although if you have whipping cream, that's great, and vanilla again, and a little bit of sugar, and we'll measure it out. So first, let me get my coat on and we'll get the snow. Okay, now I probably shouldn't have to tell you to get clean snow, but I'm going to tell you, please make sure you get clean snow. So let's take a look. Don't dig down too deep either. I always like the top layer. I feel like the bottom layer is just odd. So here we go. It doesn't matter. You can measure or you can just do this. I think that is about enough. Let's go make some snow ice cream. So we have our snow right here. And I'm hoping that my camera doesn't fall because my videographer, my husband, is out shoveling. I don't want to take him away from that. So here's what you can do. Here is the first way where we're going to use condensed milk and vanilla. If you have condensed milk, and again, you might, because most people buy it for the holidays, so you might have some extra. You want to take a teaspoon of vanilla extract. It smells sweet, but you guys know you just don't do anything with that except just put it in and add sugar because otherwise it's pretty disgusting. Okay, so we're going to take that and we're going to smush that over there, sort of. And we're going to take a sweetened condensed. Now, this is 14 ounces. You only need about 10. So you're just going to kind of pour that in, measuring out. I mean, it's ice cream. It's snow. I don't think you really need to be that concise with it. Okay, so here we go. You take your spoon and you start mixing. And you mix and you mix until you get the consistency that you want. And you'll start to see it kind of take shape. If you think that you haven't gotten enough of the sweet stuff in it yet, then add a little bit more. Take some out. It doesn't matter. I mean, this really is a matter of taste. Of course, I'm going to add more. I think I got a little bit more snow than the 5 cups that I was aiming for. So we just mix it up. Pretty easy, as you see. Okay, so as you can see, I've done some more mixing. It takes maybe 3 to 5 minutes to mix it. You'll know that you are getting close because you have the consistency, kind of like when you take the ice cream out of the freezer and you let it set for a minute. So it's got a creaminess to it. There's the sweetness to it because remember, we added the sweetened condensed milk and we added vanilla. So I'm not going to taste on camera because that's just silly, but nobody needs that. But you can kind of see how it begins to look like ice cream. Oh yeah, that's good. So before we move on to the next recipe, I thought I would show you once I got in the container how it really looks like ice cream. It's very easy. I mean, it's so creamy. It is so good. And like I said, you can store it in the freezer. You can add sprinkles. So that may help you see a little bit more of the consistency. It's snow ice cream. Okay, now on to the next recipe. So obviously we've gone outside and gotten the snow. I'm going to get a measuring cup. I am going to use half and half. If you have heavy whipping cream, that's great. Whole milk, you can make that work too. So I'm going to just kind of eyeball. I'm going to get about, I don't know, 3/4 of a cup. I am going to, once again, it's snow, it's ice cream. I'm not too worried about, it's not a science. We're going to put some vanilla in. Okay, about that. And then here's where you can totally control the sugar. unlike the sweetened condensed milk. So I'm going to put 1 tablespoon, maybe 1.5 tablespoons. I'm going to mix this up a little bit. Okay, just about like that. And then wait, can't see. Here we go. Now we're going to pour that on top of the ice cream. And we are going to start to stir. So here we are with the second way to make snow ice cream. And as you can see, the consistency is still a little bit, it's not as creamy as the first way. Part of the reason for that is that the milk that we put in was cold. It was not at room temperature. So that's something that you can do, is just warm that up a little bit and then take a little bit more time to stir. You can completely control the sugar with this particular recipe. So it's not as crazy sweet as the sweetened condensed milk. In fact, let me try. Much lighter, much nicer. Plus, with the way of doing this way, with the half and half and with the vanilla, you can, sorry about the camera, you can also add coffee. Maybe you want coffee ice cream. You've got coffee from this morning, obviously not hot. Put some of that in. You could add chocolate syrup at this point. You could add maple syrup at this point. You could add honey at this point. You can make it whatever you want. But get outside, have some fun, grab some snow, make snow ice cream. Let me know how yours turned out, your secret way to do it. And please subscribe to the Wolf YouTube channel, and we'll see you soon.